The custom battle mode is real, and it's here. Our first official look at custom battle, thanks to the same finer gentleman who showed us the new online gameplay for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Now, this custom battle scenario is going to be Mr. Satan running the Earth's Strongest Fighters Gauntlet, so he should be going up against characters like Krillin, Tien, Yamcha, then eventually end off with Son Goku. And in this custom battle setting as well, you actually notice that Hercule stats are way higher, so you can actually fight this many characters at the same time. And again, this is a good example of how in, custom battles in general, you can just alter stats. But look at all these cutscenes. You can get characters to make so many different facial expressions, animations, and poses. You even get the start of Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super Dragon Ball episode title cards with the Dragon Balls on the screen, then the title of the episode. It's really just like properly, it replicates the anime very well. Also, this is the first time we have seen a DBS Master Roshi not in full power. The last times we saw him more in full power. This is him actually in base, and as you can see, Hercule's damage was way lower than it normally was. But I think that was a manual switch. After a certain amount of damage, Roshi would leave and then get replaced with Chiaotzu. That's what looked to have happened here, because again, don't forget, you could set settings in these battle modes, right? You can make it be that after a character takes a little bit of damage, they swap out, or after they take a tiny bit of damage, they regain all of their health, etc, etc, right? Again, you can just create your own story. You could literally make it that the moment the match starts, instead, the enemy gets blown up and then replaced with Omega Shenron. Then Omega Shenron does a big intro, and after you hit him once, he dies. You could just do anything. So we are actually seeing, again, Hercule's stats are super high. Keep in mind how much damn health he's got, and the fact that he can take super attacks pretty damn well, all things considered. He's just really strong for this custom batch. Also, look at this. Beam tracking in Sparking Zero is crazy. Now, don't get me wrong. I'd prefer that over my beam just missing. I'm not kidding. I'd prefer for my beam to track an enemy who cannot avoid the beam than for it to just miss outright. So I'm taking my Bendy Kamehameha, thank you very much. I'm gonna love it, and I'm gonna use it. But now we have Master Roshi. Again, keep in mind we have only seen full power DBS Master Roshi. We have not seen his base. Oh, they got into a dash clash just now. Imagine dash clashing with Hercule when he's trying to give you a present. That's just so insanely stupid to me. But yeah, first time we've ever seen DBS Master Roshi and Chiaotzu, and it happens to be in the custom battle showcase. And then after that fight, we get another cinematic. Probably all the characters saying, oh, the Hercule's actually much stronger than I thought, or them probably joking that, he's not actually that strong. Either way, Hercule is popping off. He's feeling it right now. You can tell because, again, you can add so much emotion through the character work, through the characters, like animations, models, stuff like that, as well as the camera angle and the camera work. They really, yeah, there we go. So straight into the fight with Krillin next now, because I guess Krillin is the new strongest Earthling in DBS. It's no longer Tien Shinhan. And this super, yeah, this super's actually going to connect. And Krillin's like, wait, this guy's weak? I love that super so much, man. I love how they brought back the mechanic as well. In Tenkaichi 3, it would do random damage, where sometimes it will do 1 damage and it wouldn't push the enemy away. And sometimes it'll do a bit of damage where it would push the enemy super far away. And it might also be higher, but I could have sworn that it would do normal damage or super high damage with a really low percent, and that could almost kill a lot of characters. But either way, I do like how they did bring back the mechanic of that move being pretty random in what its effect would be next. And yeah, that's the end of the fight with Krillin, because Krillin took the damage threshold needed to trigger the next part of the fight. So again, that is very cool. Hercule pops off once again. I want to know how many animations and poses you have available per character, because we see Goku flying down going, oh hey, you're pretty strong, Hercule, yeah, that's great. And as you can see from the intro, Goku is he's not holding back. He believes all the hype with Mr. Satan. So Super Saiyan Blue right off the bat. And again, I do love so much that we could either have Goku transform in the cutscene, or we can have him just transition into Super Saiyan Blue right away. That is a very cool detail and adds so much more to the creativity and potential of the custom battle mode when we truly get it, when it actually releases in the full game. And yeah, back to custom battle mode and all of its different settings. Now again, we just saw a full gameplay breakdown of custom battle mode. This is, again, just the general rundown of all the different scenarios. We actually get a glimpse of the Gogeta versus Vegeta fight here as well. But custom battle mode allows you to just do lots of cool things. Again, look how many different characters you can have on screen at the same time. You can have either 3 to 7 characters, 2 to 2, 2 to 2 in a different kind of paneling. There's just tons of different variations for cinematics and locales and places you can put characters. I think that's the really cool part about custom battle modes, because we just saw Hercule move around different parts of the World Tournament to talk to Master Roshi, Chiaotzu, Tien, as well as be on stage to interact with Goku, and then Krillin and Goku afterwards when they're standing side by side, right? There are so many different combinations. Again, you can see it in these images here, right? There are so many different combinations. Look at the character lineup on Face Off 9, Face Off 8. You know, there are so many different positions you can have characters standing in, as well as like all these. Look how long of a sidebar for that is too. You could drag that sidebar down for ages, I imagine, because it's just so long. So we have just like a myriad, a plethora of scenarios that you could just pull from in general and create. Keep in mind, the story mode is also made with the exact same like cameras and like effects that are created from custom battle mode. So any cutscene that you see in story mode, other than like the more like 3D animated ones, the ones that look like them also recorded with mocap and all that stuff, right? You can basically recreate any custom. I bet you someone's gonna recreate the Dragon Ball story in custom battle mode, but like with a slight like dumb twist to it, right? Because it looks like you can just recreate the story mode one-to-one if you want to. Also in custom battle, you can adjust the stats. We did see that plenty of times with, again, Hercule hitting Master Roshi once, twice, a few times, and it did very, very little damage. I don't even think he cracked 100 damage on Master Roshi before Roshi automatically swaps out with Chiaotzu. You could see, again, you could adjust when characters do stuff. For example, when they get to 30% health, they might get like a key buff. When it gets a 99% health, they might immediately swap out with a different character, etc., right? There's so many unique, funny like scenarios you could create. You could honestly just, again, if they don't give us a Dragon Ball GT story, you can just honestly recreate that by making it so that when you reach like, I don't know, 10% health as Goku or Vegeta in a fight with a super hyper mega strong or mega Shenron, it could automatically start the fusion into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and then you can make the stats for that fusion just insanely like overpowered. Like, again, that's the freedom custom battle gives us. We can make any story we want, and it doesn't get any more clear than literally just watching the gameplay that we just saw with Hercule having like so many damn health bars. How many health bars did he have? Like 5? He had like 5 health bars, and they refreshed when it was time for the next round against Krillin as well. And he must have been definitely doing more damage, because trying to fight characters with Hercule is really slow because his damage is really low. So I think Hercule also had buffed damage stats. So we don't get to see him actually execute too many attacks, tragically enough. But we do see Master Roshi's health dropped a lot after a certain point. So yeah, I do think that, again, Hercule's stats were buffed for the custom battle mode. I don't know if the match would continue on to then show the fight with Blue Goku, because the gameplay we have, it cuts out before it reveals whether, you know, Hercule fights Goku or not. I think it will go all the way on to fighting Goku, because the camera panned out one more dramatic time as if there was going to be an extra final fight. And if it's against all the fighters of Earth, then Goku would be the perfect place to end it, since he is the, you know, strongest fighter on Earth. Like, he's not like Vegeta was born like off-world, you know, and all that stuff. I mean, Goku was also born off-world, but he's an Earthling. You know, he's a Saiyan raised on Earth. So I think Goku counts as an Earthling fighter. I do think that is a good place to end the video, guys. And if you enjoyed the video, then again, please leave a like in the video. Don't forget to subscribe, it really supports the channel, and leave a comment down below as to what else you'd like to see. I do hope we get more custom battle stuff in the future, or how crazy is it gonna get in the full game? Only time will tell. But for now, I think that's a good place to end it. I do love you all. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Take care, and peace.